Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Channel Y.O.B. Y.O.B is live. Power is not fair is the name of this live today. I would like to talk to you about how power is not fair. I saw the hearing with Pam Bondi, and it's been on my back of my mind since watching that and just seeing the blatant corruption, you know. And I'm not going to get into politics. I've just made a conscious effort to stop engaging politics in general. Full disclosure, I am against Democrats, against Republicans, against any establishment, that this government forces up in front of us. I don't believe that these parties have our best interest in mind. I believe that they play with our emotions. They divide us, and I mean, that's what they're there to do. The people with power. I'm gonna say this as sternly as I can. The people with power do not care about you or me or anybody. Power is not fair. Power is like a sword that you wield, and it's the people who wield the sword that determine what the power will be used for. A big, strong man could use his strength to protect the village, from some bandits that are coming to pillage and rape. It's like, he could use his strength to defend the innocents, the children. He could use his strength to lead others. That's like power, just your physical strength. Or he could use that physical power to abuse others, abuse women, abuse children, lead others due to fear and dominance, to do his bidding, to make life miserable. That's power. And it's power could be wielded by anyone. And I think that's the thing. We assume power is justice. Power is good. That's why so many people support Donald Trump. And I'm not saying that you're a horrible person for voting for Donald Trump. I'm growing to become more understanding of my fellow man, because someone needs to. The people who lead this world don't care about their fellow human beings. They don't care about their fellow man. It's always about ego. It's always about competition. It's always about I have the prestige. I have to be better. My family bloodline has to be have a legacy. And it's like, as I get older, becoming more and more. Hi, hello everyone. Welcome to the channel. As I get older, and becoming more and more empathetic for everyone, because I'm realizing nobody cares. And it's like, I used to be more like, okay, well, since no one cares, I don't care either. But it's just like you're feeding into an inferno. It's like you're a spark that's feeding into an inferno. It's like, don't put gasoline into the fire, Do you like the band Green Day? Some songs. Them. Get a haircut, you'll feel better. I'm feel better already. I like my hair. I appreciate the recommendation, but I like my hair. But yeah, so power is not something that is justified. Power is not something that is like automatically a good thing. It's wait, obsessed with. I need to listen to some Green Day. I haven't listened to Green Day in a while. But to stay on topic, power is not something that is automatically a good thing. I think people idolize power. They romanticize power. You know, but I think that they really should question power. For the sake of everybody and the people. You know, because this is bigger than all of us. It's bigger than your personal beliefs, like what party you align with. That's I'm tired of, like, the arguments about being a Democrat or a Republican. I wonder if this person is gonna come and bother me. See that person driving back there? But it's getting to the point where corruption is just getting so bold. Corruption is getting so in your face. It's disgusting. It's just like, I mean, it's hard to wrap your head around the fact that nobody's really watching over us. And I wish I had more to say. I feel like to be honest, I'm like a loss of words to what's happening nowadays. I'm trying to be careful about how I talk, because how censored everything is now. And it's just like, I don't know anyone who's really like engaging this, like really like aware of this. Like, people are just kind of letting it happen. And that's the thing that scares me most, is that people are letting it happen. I'm not into politics, but I know one thing. Pam Bondi and the way she was acting was just ghetto. Not turning back, looking at the victims. Like, it's just like, where's the humanity? It just feels like we're becoming something so unrecognizable. Like, and it's happening in real time. And that's the thing that really... Greetings from Moscow. Shout out to Moscow. I love Russia. I love everyone. But Dow is 5,000. That's very good. I know. In the face of hearing about children who were abused, the response is, the Dow is up. And it's like, it shouldn't even be that you're a Republican. Even if you're a Republican, you should be like, what? It gets to a point, it's like, okay, we can't be like this, like our team against your team. It's like, hey guys, Democrats are our family and friends and neighbors. Hey guys, Republicans are our family, friends, and neighbors. It's just a political opinion, a political view. It's a belief. It's the same thing as religion. Some people in your family might be fully Christian. Some people in your family might be more atheist. Like in my family, for example, my brother's atheist. My mom is atheist. I am partially Christian. My grandma is fully Christian. But it's not like I judge anyone in my family for what they believe in and say, I can't talk to you because you don't believe in what I believe in. This is how these people are taking advantage of us. That should be impeachable right there, to say the Dow is up. The Dow is up. We're talking about abusing children. And I think we're becoming so numb to things nowadays that we just don't even care. Like, people are just kind of like, oh, okay. This is something that should have just blown up. Everyone should have been like, come on, man. This is ridiculous now. This is just ridiculous. And it's just... And trust me, I'm not no hardcore Democrat. I don't like Democrats either. I was not going to vote for Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris is a traitor. She sat here and called Biden on stage a racist, and then turns around when Biden offers her a job and says, hey, you want to be vice president? Okay, racist. Oh, okay, cool. Hey, the girls that he have made allegations that Biden was being inappropriate with them. I believe the girls. Then when Biden's, hey, you want a job? Okay, I'll do it. Man, screw those girls. I don't care about those girls. This is the people you're dealing with. They'll lie through their teeth. These people, all they care about is their own individual prestige and power. And that's why I say ultimate power corrupts ultimately. Because it's like a drug. We're human. People are not meant to live like that. People are not meant to live with trillions and billions of dollars. I don't think God ever intended any of us born on this planet to be walking around with trillions and billions of dollars. How is Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, walking around with billions, trillions of dollars when there's little babies starving to death? When there's there's innocent people being locked up, without any due process. How is Jeffrey Epstein allowed to leave his cell all day long, doing God knows what to children, and then allowed to come back to his cell again and say, "Hey, go have a good night. As long as you come home." What is he at? What is he at school? I mean, at home, his mom used to give him a curfew. Like, hey, you gotta be home at least. I know you're out there abusing girls, but get home at least. All controlled by the I country, because I don't want to say it out loud. All controlled by the I country won't be different. Yes, and that's crazy that we can't even say the I country. We can't, because we would be called anti-S. I'm not, you know what I mean, anti-S. And I'm gonna say I country. And it's crazy how all of us, all Americans, even the ish Americans, are being called anti-S. So it's like all of America is looking at this small little blue star nation basically dominate us. Jeffrey Epstein has attended the lobby. Okay, that's weird. It's like, I know that must be a troll, but nowadays I don't even know. I just don't. That's a wild ass avatar. That's a wild ass avatar. I would not want to walk around with that on. Like, that's pretty bold there, buddy. But no, it's just crazy that we're all watching this. Obviously, cruel things are happening. This genocidal state is just doing what it wants to do in front of us. It's just like, do I speak Spanish? I wish I did. But it's just like all this stuff is happening in front of our face, and it's just like we're not allowed to say anything. And it's just like, and then you go to your friends and your family and you try to discuss these things with them, and they're like, yo, do you see what's going on? Like, this is crazy. And people are acting as if this is another day in the park. This is another day in the park. Hold on a minute. You see all these, there's a bunch of birds sitting in the middle of this frozen pond right here. The people are talking about the animals acting weird. All right, buddy, try reading my name. Okay. Yes, the eye is watching everywhere. Oh, yeah. More like the eye of Sauron is watching everywhere. It's starting to get kind of scary. But, look over here. There's a bunch of birds just sitting in the middle of a frozen pond. Or lake. Just like sitting over there, all in a circle. I think that's really strange. That's... But it's just, I don't know, it's just like I'm seeing so much wickedness in the world, man. And it's just like, where's the decency? This is something that's simple. It's like, you don't even need the 10 Commandments to say, hey guys, let's be fair to each other. Let's be considerate of one another. Let's be loving of one another. And it just feels like it's like no one's picking up that message. That's what language it is. It is Japanese. Is it Korean? Is it Chinese? Russian? And like, even, it's like, I wish people would take this seriously, It's like, I'm trying, and I don't think people really care, and that's the thing that kind of scares me the most, is that I'm not talking about all of you, but some of you, even in this chat, really don't care, and that's the thing that kind of scares me. It's like, some people really just don't care, even though having a Jeffrey Epstein avatar, it's like, people are joking about this. Guys, kids are being abused. Does anyone care? Like, at a certain point, it's like, guys, we can make jokes and have fun, but at a certain point, like, some things need to be dead serious, And it's like, really, man, it's like we're really like I don't see any pushback. I don't see any anger. People are still cracking jokes and stuff. It's like, and I'm telling you, man, the elites are showing you, that they don't care. They don't care. And I'm trying, and I feel like it's like my warnings, my warnings are, falling upon deaf ears. It's just like people are not caring. And it's like friends, family, people on social media. It's like no matter how much you're yelling from the rooftops, like, guys, your world is falling apart. People are literally like, they're taking children, they're taking your kids. I mean, I don't know if you do. I mean, and I understand people are, I bet you think I don't care. I mean, I don't know if you do or not. And I mean, I understand people are humorous because it's like, what else can you do? What else can we do? Cry? What are you gonna? It's like, and it's like, and I understand that point. It's like, what do you want us to do? Go and like attack? Are you okay, dude? I'm fine. I'm talking about the kids and the victims. Like I'm fine. I wasn't traumatized as a child. I'm just trying to let you all know, like, this is not okay. Like, we have to kind of take this seriously. We should really be taking this seriously. Like, our children are the next generation. We are the elders to the children, the next generation of people. And it's like it feels like nobody's taking what's happening seriously. I'm not being like melodramatic when I'm saying, like, I feel like we're doomed. Like, literally, I feel like our society is doomed. You agree ignorance is bliss? Yes, it's bliss. As much as a gazelle is blissful until a lion jumps on his neck. That's really what it is. It's like, yeah, it's blissful until hell comes upon you. I'd rather be uncomfortable and aware of the threats around me. I'd rather not just be blissfully running around, the safari until, a big lion jumps on top of me and rips my throat out. What is happening? Yeah, I agree. What is happening? That's kind of like how I feel every day I wake up. It's like, what is happening? Even the whole thing with Pam Bondi is just a joke. It's like, it scares me because, like, if this is what they're showing us in broad daylight, this behavior, God only knows what they're doing behind all of our backs. If they can't show any kind of decorum and civility and maturity in front of us, you could only imagine what the hell they're doing behind our backs. And that's the thing that scares me. Okay, I'm not gonna troll anymore, bro. I'm actually from Colorado. Shout out to Colorado. I love Colorado. My mom wanted to move out there. Place the kids on milk cartons in the 70s was their taunt in plain sight. Yes, I'm Brendan. Nice to meet you, Brendan. Yeah, no, that's the thing. Another thing, I'm glad you brought that up, taunting us in plain sight. Even movies, man, movies. They taunt us in movies. Like, that's what I'm saying. Some of these movies that come out, man, the subliminal messages in them, they're not just making it, oh, this is just entertainment. They're doing this literally. They're putting stuff in the movies, like even Stranger Things, by the way. All this is so weird how the Epstein files come out and we're seeing all this dark, ritualistic stuff on the Epstein files about kids and stuff, being sacrificed. And then you're going to say, then what recently came out? Stranger Things season 5. And I'm telling you, even the beginning where the tube is in his mouth, and even how, like, Vecna's rubbing his face is very sexual and weird. What the F is this guy? Why are you being so mean? Like, what is this? Like, I'm just having a good time talking on my stream. Like, why is people post stuff like that? Like, being like, is that a way to get attention? It's almost like a woman wearing a thong. Anybody talks like mean on chats, it's like, that's literally like a female wearing a thong in public. It's like, you just want attention. Or like a child in the middle of a grocery store screaming, I want my toy! It's like, that's literally what people do when they go on chats and like start saying like asshole shit to people. It's like, we're all having a good time talking. Just stop all this like trolling stuff. Please. The troll era is getting old. It's like, can we just talk? And that's the thing, when you engage people, like when you that's what people say, don't engage people that troll, because I don't know. What is he says? Okay, I mean, whatever you say, man. I don't even like Drake. I think Drake is shitty. Like his music's trash. But it's like, okay, every light-skinned black guy is Drake. What's up, buddy? Big Jeff gonna found you, mate. I know. Why is Jeffrey Epstein on my... What if he... That would be crazy as fuck, bro. So, hey, watch you. Watch you. Hotline Bling was good. You call me on my cell phone. No, fuck that song, man. That song's trash. They said let them drink milk because they will taste like cheese. Yeah, dude, bro. Oh my god, bro. Yeah, dude. And the stuff on those files, bro, is just so demonic, man. You know, and it's just like, bro, I don't got time to like. I don't got time to talk about Super Bowl, bro. Like, and that's the thing that bugs me is like, after everything we saw, people are talking about the Super Bowl. Are you a New Yorker? No, I'm from Chicago. Chicago, New York, kind of like have the same kind of vibe, but no, it's like it's just like the stuff I've seen. It's just like, why is there not more people like upset about this? That's the thing that scares me. Is like, what is it going to take for you people to get upset? What's it going to take for you people to be like, all right, enough. It's like, okay, what is this? You know, it's like you don't have to be Christian to be like, okay, this stuff that's going on here is pretty demonic. You know? Do you smoke? Maybe you're gonna be less stressed, bro. Yeah, I do, but I'm still stressed out. That's the crazy thing, is like I do a lot. And I'm still very stressed out. That's the crazy thing. You know things are bad when even like it doesn't matter how much you hit it. It's like, bro, this shit's still bad. Even the green is like, yeah, I can't help you, man. I'm out. I'm out of here. So I can't help you, man. Y'all, was it? Where are you? It's still dark where I live. I'm in Illinois right now in America. Can't do shit. Hello. Nice. Yeah, it's just, you know, and I'm not trying. I don't support Republicans. I don't support Democrats. I support humanity, man. And I just wanted to put a message out here today. Is like, can we get rid of this political crap that's keeping us divided? Like, what's happening now involving Epstein and these minors and getting abused? It's like, this is reaching a point where I'm so beyond hearing about politics. Like, enough. Just out of human decency. You know? Scares me, bro. Yes, the devil's hands are busy. People are asleep. Scares me, bro. Keeps me awake at night. Yes, it totally keeps me awake at night. Shout out to India. I love India. For term limits, I believe we should vote to get rid of everybody in the government. Like, we should just vote to flip the whole government upside down and just get rid of everybody. I think that we just need to put in people that are grassroots, local, real people. Like, literally, man. Because this is not working. This hasn't been working since the beginning of America. You know, this is not working. This basically is a theater where they pretend that everything is going according to plan while they do anything they want behind closed doors. You know, and God forbid you don't pay your taxes, they will find you for that. They will find you for that. You know, but if you, you know, if you're Epstein, hey, you know, go ahead. Hey, you don't need to stay in jail. Go. You know, as long as you come back tonight, we'll have the bed and a couple chocolate chip cookies and some milk for you. You know, we'll leave a TV running. You know, you want a PS5 or Xbox? You know, shit, they probably brought victims into the cell with them. Like, oh, you have some friends? Come on in. Bring your friends. You know, this is crazy. This is just crazy. And it's like they're bragging about it, man. They're literally bragging about it in your face. And that's what I'm seeing, like, you know, God punishes bad elements. Yes, God does punish bad elements. And God will punish these demons, man. And that's why I'm like, yo, man, it's not what we're living in nowadays. It's not time to be playing around. It's not time to be joking around, dude. You You know, I'm seeing like grown ass men still playing video games. I'm like, dude, drop the video game. What, you're playing Call of Duty? Man, we need to be doing Call of Duty right now. We should be going Call of Duty. In Chicago, which is creepy. Actually, it was the homeless problem is bad in Chicago. But the weird thing is, last time I went up there, I barely see any homeless people. It's kind of scary. I just made 80K with gambling simulation life. You know, it's just like, that's what I'm saying. It's like, dude, it's like you're playing around, and it's like it's just, I don't know. But I'm reaching a point, bro, like I'm done trying to help people physically get up off their ass and do things and react to life. I'm just like, yo, I'm just going to speak to those who hear me. You know, I'm just going to speak to those who want to follow God's path, you know, because what's being put in front of us is God's path. You know, what's being put in front of us is God's path and the devil's path. And that's it. And a lot more people are walking the devil's path because it's easy. It's because it's easier to accept what's happening in our life right now as normal. It's harder to take a step back and look at life and say, yo, wait a minute. This is wrong. This is all wrong. It's harder to take a step back and say, I'm going to have to make some arrangements to get off the grid. I'm going to have to make arrangements to get closer to God. I'm going to have to make arrangements to disassociate myself from this whole system. You know? Why bad people always win? Because cruelty is way more successful. Cruelty is way more successful. Unfortunately. Honesty, purity, it's more vulnerable to be honest. It's more vulnerable to be considerate. It's more vulnerable to be empathetic. A king that's empathetic and caring of his people is going to be way more vulnerable than the king who subjugates his people and uses his people. You know? And that's why Jesus was crucified. You know? And it's not that, you know, and I'm not speaking that you have to abide by the Christian Bible, because I know that a lot of my viewers don't follow Christian faith, and I respect my viewers because I do respect every walk of life. I believe that we're all children under one God, you know, and I believe that everybody should have the right to follow their own beliefs. You know, I respect people's religions. I respect people's beliefs. It makes life beautiful. And I think everybody deserves to have a moment to be listened to, you know, and it's just that, you know, but I believe that I believe that we are reaching the moment now in this life that we are being faced with two options: walk the path of God or walk the path of the devil. And I'm telling you, it's easy to walk the path of the devil. It's going to be way more easier to walk the path of the devil. And it's not something I'm saying that, oh, I'm doing it. I'm righteous. I'm walking the path of God. I'm fighting myself. It's easier to follow the path of the devil. That's why they say the devil is seductive. You know, that's what they say. The devil is seductive. It seduces you. You know, God is honest with you. God is going to tell you, hey, this is the path. It's not going to be easy. The devil is going to be, hey, this is the path. It doesn't look kind of sexy. Hey, it looks fun, right? Yeah, you don't listen to old God. He's always trying to make things difficult. And tell me, gold, home, family, everything is good. Kids need God. Kids do need God, man. And bringing up that, there's one thing in the Epstein files that really sickened me, is that they were joking online about a girl who was, I guess, getting abused. And it really got to me emotionally. And it's something that kind of triggered me to want to do this live. Is that she was praying to Jesus, you know, saying that her only thing that got her through her trauma was, you know, praying to God and Jesus. You know, she felt Jesus' presence there when she was being traumatized. And then to hear these demons, man, I could say some really aggressively vulgar things about how I feel about these people. That they're joking about, oh, you should dress up like Jesus and go and abuse her. Like, what kind of demonic, sick, you know, like, it's just, this is we're in a spiritual war, my brothers and sisters. We're really in a spiritual war. You know, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm scared. I don't think a lot of men and women are honest with each other and tell people the truth. I'm scared, you know. And the only thing I can really do to give me strength is to pray to God, is to pray for blessings, is to pray for protection. You know. And with that, I'm going to do a prayer for all of us, and I'm going to wrap this up. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the glory forever. May you please put a wedge of protection around me, my friends, my family, the viewers on my chat right now. May you please help navigate the wicked to your grace, to your light, because I don't believe in cursing my enemies. I believe in redeeming my enemies and salvaging their souls, because every life matters on this planet, and you've given me second chance in this life, and I am not no one to judge anyone else. Only God is allowed to judge. Thank you so much for the blessings you've given me in my life. May you please protect me and everyone watching me and those who support me. Thank you. Amen. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, stay blessed. Protect your children, you know, because they're the most vulnerable ones out here. Clearly our government is predatorial and is protecting predators. So I'm just wishing you all a blessed Sunday. Stay close to your family. Stay close to your friends. Let go of this matrix, the politics. Let go of watching the news. Let go of the social medias. Get close to God, because I do believe we're running out of time. The devil is desperate. The devil is desperate out here. That's why the devil is no holds barred anymore. The devil is out here just naked. Just, hey, the devil is just bloodthirsty. Just whatever. I don't care anymore. I ain't wearing no suits. I ain't trying to cover this up. Y'all gonna remember me. Because the devil knows Jesus is coming. The devil knows God is coming. The pendulum is going to swing. So that's why they're getting as much wickedness done as they can. They're like, hey, oh crap, here comes God. Oh, guys, hurry up. Do what you gotta do. Get all the power. Go to Mars. Kill all the people. You gotta kill all the kids. You know, may God bless you. And, you know, we don't need to debate religion. You know, I respect atheists as much as I respect Christians. You know, I believe that we all need to learn to get together. It's not time for us to have differences. It's not time for us to do that. We have people who want that already. We have demons who want that already. It's not time for us to divide each other. It's not time for us to argue. It's time for us to love each other. That's what we need to do. Can you prove that Jesus is coming? Yes, I could prove it, because the devil is showing itself. The devil is showing itself. The more the devil shows itself, the more God and Jesus will show himself. Because this cannot prevail. This cannot prevail. And the thing that I do not decide when God and Jesus will arrive. All I can do is prepare myself. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I wish you guys a blessed Sunday. Stay safe. I love all of you. You know, if you have any dark thoughts, don't give up. You're loved. You know, even if there's no one in your life telling you that they love you, God loves you. God loves you. And that's the only thing that matters, is that God loves you. That's the only thing that matters. And don't forget that. God bless you all. And have a blessed day.